Hey, you guys, I am so sorry. Little late.
So we're not doing a
If do
thing.
you want to, we can. I'll do
I
this one real quick, and then we'll do
I
another
didn't
one
know
for
if
like
you
an
had one
hour.
planned. I really don't want to.
Okay, well then we'll do it tomorrow
Not
night.
tonight. Yeah. But
Okay, love you. Hey, you guys, I'm so sorry. So we live across from a gym, and all my boys play football, and we're getting something put on their helmets. And I needed to run across the street to the gym to meet with one of the coaches to get him the helmet so they could put the stickers on tonight for one of the boys. And I ran over there and we got to talking. Um, and next thing I know, I look at my phone and it's 8:20 and I'm like, oh no. I set the live stream right before I went over there. And then I was like, oh Jesus. Okay. I'm so sorry. Let's talk about Johnny Clay Kate plus 8, you guys, because there's been some back and forth between the two. I did a video the other day where I was telling you guys about how Kate Gosling, Gosling. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. I did a video the other day telling you guys about how Kate withdrew like $100,000 out of the kids' trust fund. And John kind of put her on blast about it recently. Now, she did this back in 2019, I think it was. She did it years ago. John just put her on blast about it recently. The thing is there was this trust fund set up for the kids, their time on the show, any brand deals that they had, anything that they did as far as work was concerned, their paycheck went into this trust fund. When they turned 18, they were supposed to be paid for that. They were supposed to get that money. Thing was, though, is when the kids turned 18, there was not really anything left because Kate had used it all up. Now, the thing was with this trust fund, if you were to borrow against it or take out money against it, Kate, John, anybody, you were supposed to pay it back. You were supposed to write down your reasoning for withdrawing the money, and with a basically like a promise to pay this money back with interest. Kate did not do that. Kate said that the reason she had to withdraw the money is because she needed it to live, that they needed the money to live. However, the same year that she borrowed the money, she bought a $750,000 lake house. And she also borrowed money out of a business account that was a business that she started with the children. She borrowed money out of that account to furnish this house. So a lot of people was like, hold up, why did you withdraw $100,000 and then later that year or just months later you bought this house and then you were borrowing money out of the business account to furnish this house. You were clearly living beyond your means. You should have never touched that money. Now, the twins, that the ones that live with John, Hannah and Colin, they live with John, and they have kind of spoken about it, saying that they knew about it and they were upset about it. Kate did do Dancing with the Stars and she did not fare well on the show. She got a lot of flack for it as well. Now, John comes out with this a couple weeks ago, putting her on blast for taking that money. And now all of a sudden she's coming out right after that. She come out to say, well, John owes me $132,000 worth of back child support that he was supposed to pay me that he never paid me. And John and sources close to John, they are saying that is not true. So, it's being reported that Kate filed an adverse revival against John last week, requesting that John be forced to make payments towards an old judgment, which Kate first filed in March of 2018. So, John, who reportedly owes $135,000, well, it's $132,875 in back child support, previously attempted to fight the adjustment, claiming back in 2018 that Kate was asking for an inappropriate amount of money. So she files this filing back in 2018 saying he should pay me this. He says that's ridiculous. That's an inappropriate amount of money. And she just filed something else in court last week to try to get this back on track, back going to where he would have to pay this. Now, John stated that Kate's demands were against the best interest of the children. If she was trying to make him pay this large sum of money, that it would not be in the best interest of the children. Now, here's the thing, and I so forgot about this, but it seems like I remember that when John and Kate got a divorce, he did not want the children to be on the show. And a part of their agreement was she would forego child support if he would continue to allow the kids to be filmed. I thought there was an agreement there somewhere. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper, but someone actually reminded me of that the other day, saying, wait, no, he doesn't owe her child support because she agreed to not make him pay child support when he agreed to let her continue filming the children because he didn't want the children filmed. So, Kate claimed back in 2019 that she borrowed money from the trust to support her and the 6 Gosselin children in her custody. Though John called her actions disgusting and morally wrong, it was reported that Hannah and Colin know about the money situation and they feel terrible about it. That their mama took the money and there was nothing left. Now, Kate's attorney, Richard L. Pulo, I think that's how you say his name, he told Us Weekly that Kate's integrity is impeccable, however, saying that he cannot state the same thing for John. He also mentioned that John owes Kate $132,875 in child support, not counting the interest from the day that it was entered. Now, after Kate's attorney made these comments to the press in August, a source close to John fired back, telling Us Weekly that the claims made by Kate and her attorney are a complete fabrication. John owes no money to Kate for child support. In reality, Kate was ordered to give John money to pay for the final years of Hannah and Colin's high school. So, what's being said is not only does John not owe her money, but she had to pay him money when he got Hannah and Colin because she had to pay for their schooling, which they were put into a private school that cost a lot of money. Thank you, Sean. You're always so sweet. I'll be in there in a little bit, babe. So, they also said that there is proof in the legal documents from June 2018 that show that the Superior Court of PA quashed, which I feel like the word should be squashed because it's kind of like the same thing, like did away with, quashed Kate's appeal for John to pay her that $132,000. They quashed the whole thing, so he never owed her any money, according to a source. So I'll see if I can find these documents. According to a source, though, Kate filed for child support, and she claimed, I guess she came up with these figures in her head, like, okay, he owes me $132,875. He owes me this for all these years that he never paid. And the judge says, no, that's not going to happen. So now she's refiling to try to get that put back in place, to try to get that money. And according to sources, back when she originally filed this in 2018, trying to get a judge to make John pay this money, a judge quashed it. A judge quashed this request from Kate. So, according to what's being said, is the only person that's ever said that he owed money was Kate and her attorney, but it was never officially filed. There was nothing in court saying John owed money. And like I said, in fact, if memory serves me correctly, there was an agreement between John and Kate that as long as she did not file for child support, he would allow her to continue to film the kids because it would bring in an income. As long as the kids were being filmed, she could be filmed. She could have a show. That would be a job for her. Destiny was actually just talking about that. Destiny was messaging me about that earlier. So, I'm trying to see if I can find something about that. Okay, John Gosselin has possibly hit a new low in his life regarding his public image and his family. It is now reporting, Radar Online is now reporting that former John and Kate plus 8 dad will be willing to allow TLC to film his children under one condition if they drop the lawsuit against him. So John is currently being sued by TLC for breach of contract he signed with them. This all started when TLC decided they no longer wanted John on the reality show due to his deteriorating public image and publicity stunts. TLC decided that they would still pay John, though, even though he would no longer be on the show. Even more importantly, John would be free to do whatever he wanted with a new show or new business endeavors if he wished. For some strange reason, John decided the above wasn't good enough and banned TLC from filming his kids just days after TLC announced it wanted to change the name of the show to K+8. John claimed back then that he had an epiphany that the show was damaging his children. I feel like it damages families. I feel like reality shows can damage families, like Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson. Like, they had their show. I feel like it kind of ruined Johnny K+8. Like, I don't know. TLC had no choice but to stop filming. They, however, in return decided to sue John for breach of contract and even hire one of the best law firms in the country. They won a preliminary injunction against John last December, prohibiting him from engaging in behavior that violates the non-compete clause in his contract, meaning John was no longer allowed to do any paid or non-paid interviews, as well as sell photos of himself for his children. That's wild when you cannot sell your own photos or photos of your own children. A company can tell you that you can't. His children, his children well-being be damned. John is now ready to make a deal according to Radar. And the deal is simple. He will allow TLC to begin filming his children again as long as they drop the lawsuit against him. Source, however, tells Radar Online that no matter how TLC decides, John will never return to the show. You can be sure that if the kids come back to TLC, it will only be with Kate, not with John. There's no guarantee. And there's no guarantee that that will happen either. TLC has since moved on and been working for a new show with Kate, one that does not involve the children, which I really don't know how that would be possible. Maybe a dating show. They did return, though, with K+8. But I know there was something in there. As of now, TLC has yet to respond to John's offer, and all the talk about settling is coming from John only, who is clearly getting the short end of the stick in litigation. He's been restricted from making money off his reality TV fame and is no longer receiving his TLC paycheck. His trial is scheduled to begin in the spring. This is an old article I'm reading. There are also reports that John was ordered to pay $10,000 a month in child support to his ex-wife, Kate. Okay, where is it? Because I know that was like a part of... Me. I'm not the biggest fans of either one of them, you know. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on it rather than trying to do it here. Thank you, Justine. You guys are so sweet. My hair's a mess. I need to wash it, though. I'm going to do a little bit more research because I do remember that agreement. Do you guys remember that agreement that if she dropped child support, he would allow them to film? But I'm going to do more research to see if I can find that. Right now, she's saying he owes $132,875,000, and he's saying, no, I don't. You already tried to get me to pay that once back in 2018, and the judge said no. It was quashed. Right, KGC, exactly. Thank you, Raven Moon. You guys are so sweet. I do need to wash my hair. But I'm going to see what else I can find on that. I thought that was interesting because when I did the video the other day, the first video that I did talking about how Kate took the money out of the trust fund, one of the comments that I kept getting is John's, not in the right here either. He owes a lot of child support. And I was like, I'm not saying John's in the right. I feel bad for the kids because I think neither parents were like in the right here. Um, so someone I kept getting that, he owes child support, he owes child support. And I was like, does he owe child support? Like, what is the deal here? And then someone commented and said, no, he doesn't because there was an agreement. And I was like, wait, I remember that. I remember there being some sort of an agreement. So I'm going to see what I can find on here. But that was interesting that a source is coming forward saying, not only does John not owe child support, but she actually tried to get it through the court. She took him to court. She filed something saying he owed this large sum of money, and the judge squashed that. I'm just going to say squashed. Quashed sounds weird and feels weird. But anyways, you guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys remember what I'm talking about here? Or Mom of Three said she remembers that. Um, I know their kids. So the sextuplets are 18, and Maddie and Kara are like 21 or something. Let me go double check. She definitely made money off K+8, and he didn't get anything. I remember him not wanting to be filmed. Yeah. Donna said, yes, I do. Hate it all. I never like hate. I'm having a bad pain day. Oh, no, Sally, I'm so sorry. Sending you prayers. Prayers and positivity. Okay, they're 21. And the sextuplets are 18. And they are off to college. Hannah actually has this business, um, which I love. And her dad is super supportive of it. All right, let me show you guys. Oh no, can I find it? She didn't need to buy that house. Exactly, she did not. Oh no, B. I left home 14 hours ago. If I was late, I've just unpacked a long day. You need to get you some rest. Holy smokes. Okay, let's Gosling. I really like the little business that she has. I think it is freaking so cool for her that she's taken this plunge into like the beauty industry. She needs a YouTube channel. That's what she needs. Hey Shammy, she needs a YouTube channel where she can maybe do beauty reviews, talk about her business that she has going on here, and put it out there. Because I didn't know until I looked at her Instagram. I was like, wait, she's got like a beauty box? Yes, she does. This is her Instagram. She has like a little beauty box. Hold on. It's called Gosling Girl. She's beautiful. Yeah, pain is literally terrible. I'm hoping you wake up and you are pain free. Is she why Karen started? I'm telling you. I think that's where they got the picture at. Like Karen, like you're a Karen. Like that hairstyle is like, yeah, her. It's so strange. And then like in all her photos of her like promoting her brand, like her dad's like right there behind her. When she's getting out of the vehicle, he's like opening the door for her. So I don't know, but he really strikes me as like a very present dad with Hannah and Colin. Yeah, she's beautiful, isn't she? Look at that. She's beautiful. I do too. I think she should definitely start a YouTube channel. Maybe she could even talk about her experience, growing up on TV, and just talk about her brand. She's now into the beauty community with this box that she has. Gorge, 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 gorge. But what do you guys think? Yeah, she's very pretty. I thought so too, lemon eye drops. I thought so too. Um, but anyways, I wanted to talk about that because I know there's like this back and forth over, you know, well, maybe she took the money, but he owes money. If he would have been paying, he owed 132,000. She borrowed 100,000. If he would have been paying, maybe she wouldn't have needed to borrow it. Well, she didn't borrow because she didn't pay it back. Which she did say. What's so crazy is when she was called out for taking the money. She said that she paid for them to go to private school that cost her like 300 something $1,000 total. So technically, they're just paying her back and they still owe her like $200,000, which is wild. To say that your kids owe you money for them to go to school because you decided to put them in a private school, you know? I know, right, KG? But anyways, you guys, I promised Eli. Me and Sean was gonna do like a little live stream together, but I promised Eli a while ago that I would play a video game with him. And Sean has decided he don't feel like doing a live tonight. It's been a minute since he's done one with me. Tomorrow we do have football. Maybe we'll do one during the day if we have some time where he can come in and like hang out with me. Y'all, we've been running crazy. We have Kennedy that goes to school at 10. My daughter Paris, she's not driving her car right now, but we have to pick her up at 9:10 to bring her back at 10:30 to pick her back up at 11 to take her back at 11:55 to pick her back up at 1:30. It's just wild. And then Kennedy gets out at like 12:30. So Sean's been going a lot. We've had all these doctor's appointments and my son. So we was gonna do a live tonight, but maybe we'll do it tomorrow in between him going and running after the kids. But I'll keep you guys updated. Leave me your thoughts. Yes, she said the kids still owed her like $200,000 if she was like, oh, well, I paid 300 something $1,000 for them to go to school. Basically, they're just paying me back, and technically, they still owe me. It's wild. She put them in private school. Exactly. They did not. And even if they were like, hey, mom, can we go to a private school? What? That's your decision. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts. Do you guys believe that John owes the child support? Let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. And I'm trying to find any information that I can about, Vaughn McCrae as well. Is he home? Is he in a nursing home? I don't know. But I'm trying to see what I can find out. And if it's anything that I can share with you guys. But because I want to keep you guys updated. If it's something that I can, if I can find out and I can share with you guys, I definitely want to do that. Because I'm trying to keep up with that story as well. But give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.